Chris and I were discussing, we might do a drive-through of the vintage car lot again. But this time just a drive-through and make it short and sweet. And not show everything, but maybe go through the lot that's more accessible for driving through. But that may be an option. We'll see. Depends on how hungry we are. We just left the cruise ship early this morning, and I think we had a couple croissants or whatever, and then we have not eaten. Well, Chris had a little breakfast, but I'll be ready for lunch soon. But I think we're going to wait till we get over to Lutz, Florida to have lunch. Oh yeah, I remember this place from the last time we came over here. They have smoked mullet. If you've never had smoked mullet, it's really, really good. Mullet's generally considered it's not as popular a fish, but when it's smoked, it is really, really good. Especially with a little cheese and cracker to go with it. Here you can get some hog hunts. Just call 470-376-2870 if you want to hunt hogs. I imagine that's wild hogs. Yeah, we're heading towards Lake Wales. We have an orange grove on the right. Oranges won't start ripening till next month. We should see a lot more on them. They are pretty well covered though. The looks of things. We're heading towards Lake Wales, which is a pretty high elevation for Florida. A lot of camps. We just passed, it's interesting, I think it's Westgate Community and Rodeo Community. They also have hay rides going on right now, open to the public. I've had the weirdest thing happen on this trip, and it's happening now as I speak, but my lips are so dang dry. I don't know what's going on, Florida. It's weird. We've had it like all week. When I was on the boat, I didn't have a problem, but as soon as we got off, almost immediately. And then we have some, they're burning, I guess, some citrus over there. I don't know if maybe they had some citrus canker. That's how they burn any diseased trees.
We need fruit in those trees, though. That's like for sure.
Yeah. Up here, this is, I believe this is an orange juice processing plant. They have the tankers. Not very busy right now, so that makes sense. It would be a juice place. It's kind of, yeah, Citrususco or something. Hapag Lloyd. classic car video. It's one of my most popular. And this is how I found it, coming from one coast to the other. And just happened to stumble across it. I didn't know the guy was, had a A&E show or whatever, South Beach Classics. You can find that easily in the playlist. I have all things, everything motorized playlist, and that has a lot of car shows I've been to. We're in Lake Wales. This is still a relatively sleepy town. They had a little bit more construction, and I think they're starting to build here again quite a bit. But generally, it really hasn't changed too much since I was a child. Here we have some dirt trucks on the side. That was orange. That's kind of orange dirt. But, yeah, not much has changed here at all. We did another activity here, and there's a thing called Spook Hill, and it's this hill you go to, and you go to the bottom of the hill, you put your car in neutral, and your car rolls backwards. It's really crazy. So that was one of my favorite free things to do as a tourist. Now, Bok Tower Gardens, maybe one day we'll get there. It's really beautiful gardens. The only thing I don't like about that, and maybe this has changed since when I was a kid, but if you were doing a picnic there, the squirrels would actually run up your leg to get food because people feeding animals. So, not cool. So we're crossing Hunt Brothers Road, or 17B County Road. I wonder if the Hunt Brothers Road is related to Hunt Brothers Pizza. I don't know if you have those where you are, but here you find them a lot of times in the gas stations. There's a Rural King. I wish Georgia would get a rural bless you, further up north. There's a place with bananas, 39 cents a pound. I think that's a pretty good deal. But I think I like Rural King better than Tractor Supply. They have a bigger variety. Look at this church here. Oh, that's an art center? Church turned art center. I love that. They're doing a painting at Bok Tower. I guess meeting at Bok Tower to do painting. That's pretty cool. There's some water features over at Bok Tower. If those are still there, and they had boardwalks to walk along the water's edge. It was really beautiful. And I guess the big thing is they have, well, the tower is massive. And I guess it has a carillon. They play music. I haven't been there since I was 9 years old. So, well, between probably between 6 and 9. So I'm sure it's probably changed a bit. Some filming downtown here. We went to ice cream shop. We went to a seafood restaurant. That downtown is absolutely charming. It was kind of torn up when we were here last, but I'm sure they have that all straightened out. They were putting in new, I guess, water system in. The funny thing is he had a sheriff's tag on the front of the truck.
The tonneau cover probably never comes off the vehicle either. It'll tell about once every 3 or 4 years whether it needs to or not.
Google Maps said we might run into some flooding issues, but what I've noticed about YouTube maps and natural disasters is a lot of times that stays there for a long time, way beyond any issues. Is that a taco stand? Food truck?
The tasteful mud flaps on the flatbed.
Oh yeah, classic.
What year is this?
Yeah. Gosh, I'm trying to think when those became popular. Probably
70s.
You think 70s?
Oh yeah, it goes way back.
Seen many Morgan & Morgan billboards here. I think he's more, I guess he's all over the state and Georgia. I don't know how many other states he does. Vintage Salvage. That's my kind of store right there. Throwing debris. always like saying, "Are you driving?" No, I'm not. I'm not filming. I'm driving. 2 hands on the wheels, always. So.
Now, any of the jiggles of the camera is just due to our lack of a gimbal at the hand. But
Yeah, that's alright.
like that.
Let's see, so on our drive so far, here on 60, way back, I don't know, I guess maybe 15 minutes before we started filming, we did see a gator in the canal. And then on the turnpike, I think we were south of Stewart exit on the turnpike, and we did see a bald eagle up on a power pole. That was really cool. It's been a long time since I've seen bald eagle in the wild. It's probably about all right, so I guess we lost video for a minute there, for whatever reason. But I was just going to say that I think we got the thing where I'm not videotaping and driving at the same time. I was going to show you when I am alone what I do use, and I love this because I looked at the different mounting mechanisms for video in the car, and I didn't, because the way our car is laid out, we can't have anything hanging off the mirror without obscuring the view. And I didn't want to mount anything that's going to leave a residue or anything like that. I wanted to have the ability to move it conveniently. I didn't want anything in my cup holder because I drink a lot of water. But this is what I use. And it has a nice little mount that's flexible here. You can change this, and then this actually hooks onto my visor. So it is totally hands-free, and I put it on the passenger. Oh, that guy's right on a bridge. No bueno. I put it on the passenger visor. It doesn't obscure my view, because I don't have to put the visor down to put it on. The visor stays up. I mount my phone, and it's super, super easy. Oh, actually, I need to stay in this left lane. So, this is what I use. I highly recommend it. It doesn't obscure your view. It keeps the phone high up, and I got that on Amazon. So, I love it. It's been very convenient. Now, it was made, I think, to fit on the dash. But also the way my car is, I can't fit it on the dash. It gives dimensions of what it's required, but
in a quarter mile,
anyway,
use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto US 98 North.
But I like that it's functional. It's just not for the dash. It's been convenient for other uses in other places. So anyway, well, we're going to close this video out as we turn on to Highway 98.
At the light, use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto US 98 North.
Tampa. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little drive through scrub and cattle
Continue on
territory.
US 98 North for half a mile.
And we'll see you later. Thanks for watching.